Hello and welcome to Bangladesh Today. I am Smita Prakash. Bangladesh's constant poor performance in cricket has finally started worrying fans. Till when will fans support a team which always ends up losing? What steps should Bangladesh Cricket Board take to change things around? To discuss this and more, we have with us senior sports journalist Harpal Singh Bedi. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you.
So, what ails Bangladesh cricket?
I don't think anything ails Bangladesh cricket, but too much expectation from Bangladesh. And what has happened is that last 10 years, Bangladesh cricket started improving. But this season has been very dismal. They lost Asia Cup. They lost in T20. Now, the question you have raised is very valid. How long the fans will support? The answer will be that fans don't expect Bangladesh to keep winning or keep title winning, but fans want Bangladesh to put up a good fight.
And why is the team not putting up a fight?
No,
is
it
it lack of resources? They have enough exposure in the past decade.
Samita, you are 100% right. Not only exposure, they have a tremendous crowd sport. Like in India, cricket has replaced hockey. In Bangladesh, cricket has replaced football. Football was the number one game. Now cricket is number one game. And second, give a credit to Bangladesh, and this must praise be on Bangladesh that they held two tournaments in a given situation, very trying situation, and very successful. Asia Cup and this T20 World Cup on their own. That credit goes to Bangladesh. The credit goes to the board, the government, and the people.
But that's
remarkable.
The organizing capability.
It is very difficult to organize in such tiny situations. Why I am saying this, that in Asia Cup, the Pakistan created a lot of problems, that they said they will not send a team to Asia Cup because of the trouble there during the elections. But it was the Board of Control for Cricket in India and the government of India. They stood by Bangladesh and they said Asia Cup will be held in Bangladesh or nowhere else.
And that would encourage the sports tremendously. It would encourage fans tremendously. But it doesn't seem to have mirrored.
I was coming to that. So when this Asia Cup was held, a lot was expected from Bangladesh. Again, I am saying they were not expecting the Bangladesh to win the Asia Cup, but they were expecting the fans
would
very fight. And they lost to Afghanistan. Yeah. That was a shocker.
Even Hong Kong, if I'm not
Hong Kong in T20, but in Asia Cup to Afghanistan. And then after losing to Afghanistan, they did score a 320 plus against Pakistan, but they could not sustain that. They could not restrict Pakistan, and Pakistan beat them.
Is this something like what the Indian cricket team used to be in the 70s, just choke at the end?
Yeah, the comparison can be valid, but the question here is that Bangladeshis did show promise of late. They created problem for big teams. Though they never won, they hardly won any big tournament, but they beat India in World Cup. They beat Pakistan in World Cup. They have beaten Australia in World Cup. They have beaten West Indies in before Asia Cup. They beat New Zealand 3-0 in the series.
So this is why they showed so much promise. And then suddenly
this nobody has been able to explain why this happened. See, they lost after losing.
That's why we have experts like you to tell us.
I won't say that I'm a great expert on that, but the fact remains is that after losing in Asia Cup, they won. When T20 started, they first won against Afghanistan and then Nepal. The shocker came. The biggest upset of the tournament is that they lost to Hong Kong. Now, this is amazing. Hong Kong
not
is
a cricket playing nation.
No, it was not at all. It is a ragtag combination. It is just a compilation of some few players who happen to be their amateur players. They came and beat Hong Kong. They beat Bangladesh. Luckily, Bangladesh had already qualified for the main Super 10. And in the Super 10, they lost all the four matches. So they lost 5 matches on trot. And it has shaken the faith of the fans.
But
and
not just the
so.
fans. I mean, Shakib Hassan said that Bangladesh should stop playing for 2 years.
See, he never said to stop playing for 2 years. They said there should be no match in Bangladesh. So the people should not have too many expectations. Now, a problem here is when you start too many things. Shakib Hassan has his own grounds. He moved from the captainship. So he somehow, to be a captain of a national side is a big thing. So he just not been able to reconcile with the fact that he is no longer a captain. Now he made this statement he should not have made. And also there is an internal strife in Bangladesh team. Nobody knows what is happening. So and the new selectors
Is it because money has suddenly come inside?
Huge money. And then there was also a talk of match fixing and so many allegations there. So Bangladesh is reading under so many facts of this match fixing, spot fixing, internal strife, new board taking over, new selectors taking over. And now another thing which has upset the supporters is that this is the most experienced side. See, all the 10 teams which are playing in this World Cup T20, Bangladesh was the most experienced side. They have 6 players who played in 2007 inaugural edition of the this T20 in South Africa. Having said that, they have 6 experienced players and new players who have done very well against
then what is it? It's not a cohesive team. They're not big hitters. Do they need a better coach? Saurav Ganguly said that he's willing to coach the team. Is it that they're lacking some kind of
problem here is
right approach?
Right approach. They may be lacking, and they may need to be more psychologists than a coach, because coach at this level cannot help you. You can bring the best of the possible.
So it's not technical expertise that they're lacking.
Technical expertise at the grassroots level.
Okay.
You need how to play, how to start cricket. But when you reach a particular stage, I will talk at this stage, but how I can talk. You may like my talking or not. You may teach a youngster how to talk when a program you start program. But if you call a person like me, I will continue to talk because I cannot change my habit. Same is the case with the Bangladesh cricket team. At particular level, the player does not need a coach. The player needs a backing.
Okay.
Coaching
so they
is
don't
necessary.
have the mental ability right now to win.
That exactly, and what has surprised people is that they were expecting that because Bangladeshis are playing in Bangladesh, they have done well outside.
Right, it's the home team, and
home crowd,
series, yes.
Everything, and their performance has been, say the least, pathetic. It has let down the.
So it's a problem that is mirrored in India too, where there's bureaucracy, there is too much of money. The same kind of problem seems to ail both the countries. What is the solution then?
But India is you can't compare Bangladesh or Pakistan with India, given the size of the country. India is too big a country, India, compared to them, and too many, you can say, zones are there.
Suppose do we have checks and balances in India?
There are.
And those checks and balances are missing in Bangladesh because
it's
a new nation?
I would say that, see, checks and balances, when you're talking, we have tremendous bench strength. Earlier, about 5-10 years back, it used to happen that certain players who were established players, you can't touch them. Suppose Virender Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir, Harbhajan Singh, Zaheer Khan, they used continuously playing. Nobody could say.
But there are league matches in Bangladesh also, no?
But then there are established players who cannot be touched. That is the problem. They have established. Tamim Iqbal is there, Shakib Al Hasan is there, Mahmoodullah is there, you name them, Abdul Razak is there. So
like we used to have that you couldn't take out Vengsarkar, you couldn't take out Gavaskar, you couldn't take out Vishwanath, regardless of how whether they performed.
This is the case now with the.
You couldn't take out Sandeep Patil, Roger Binney, forget about the others.
You are right, 100%. So that speaks now, if you have 6 players who played in 2007 and those are playing still, that speaks volume of their hold on the team. And problem is these players sometimes perform, and when they perform, people remember their performance. Newcomers have not been able to establish that. So at the moment, either the Bangladesh Cricket Control Board and their selectors have to take a drastic step.
So it's not less cricket, but more cricket is the answer to.
More, it is already more cricket, but more exposure, and no player should think that he cannot be changed.
Now, if you were to compare this with, say, Pakistan, there also, they cannot ever imagine playing a match now, a tournament, anything without Shahid Afridi. They're stuck with that.
That is their undoing.
Yeah.
See, Shahid Afridi can provide a spark.
He retires, he comes back.
One match.
Yeah.
No, they also have a problem. They are going with the past. Shahid Afridi, one match, and then you wait for
another 10 matches.
And that has been their undoing. They have not been able to. Shoaib Malik continuously playing without producing, and one match they still remember. And if unfortunately, any player who does succeed against India, he is there for another 5 years.
So there's the bureaucracy in
I won't
cricket.
say bureaucracy. The board has to go
it's army control.
That you can use the word bureaucracy in the sense that board has to come out with a very harsh steps. Very strong, not harsh, strong steps, and does not have to bother about the reputation of the players, because these players are living in past reputation. That is a problem. Otherwise, Shakib Al Hasan has no business to say that there should be no match in Pakistan. And that is during the tournament. You can give this interview later on. Every country needs a tournament.
It demoralizes
the player, definitely. Plus,
and it angers fans also, because how can you tell a fan don't have expectation? That's what the fans is all about.
And second, this tournament has brought Bangladesh on an international platform. and it has given in Bangladesh good advertisement.
Yeah.
It is a good address now for cricket.
Correct.
The teams who never used to come to South Asia, barring India, they have started coming to Bangladesh.
Yeah,
So
and
this
the
tournament
fact
has
that they
helped them.
can safely hold tournaments.
It is a credit to the government,
Yeah.
to the board, and to the people.
Yeah.
It is a tribute to them, to Bangladesh. One has to salute, given the trying conditions, they had two big tournaments.
They had elections. They
Election-
had the
that is what I'm saying.
Jamaat violence going on. In spite of all
And
that.
they had a tremendous opposition of Pakistan. They were creating a consistent problem for Bangladesh.
Because
They
it
were-
shows up Pakistan as a country which cannot host a tournament as compared to another Islamic nation which can successfully
not
hold
only
a tournament.
successful at it, on his own.
On its own.
Otherwise, nowadays, what has happened is that they tend
a
to
conglomerate,
distribute World Cup. That one country holds certain matches, other country holds. But here, Bangladesh held two successive tournaments, big tournaments, Asia Cup, and after that T20. But crowds or the people, while on one hand will be happy that they have been able to hold this tournament successfully, they will be tremendously unhappy that the team has performed very dismally.
Another controversy which came up was this decision by the Bangladeshi government asking fans not to wave the Pakistani flag.
There was a reason. There was a reason.
Okay.
The reason was that in Pakistan, everybody said, "Who says Dhaka has fallen?" That is it. And every TV channel carried this, showing that there is tremendous Pakistan support, and all those who say that Bangladeshis are moving towards India or moving to, they have a liking for Pakistan. Look here, what is happening. And that mounted in the internal affairs of Bangladesh.
Is it right to bring about these kind of rules and regulations and this hyper nationalism into cricket also?
First of all, there should be no nationalism. This is basically a recent phenomena, and that too a South Asia phenomena. Whenever you go abroad in football matches, they are nationalists. They also plead or fight for their country, fight and support their countries. But there is a limit. Here we cross the limit. Here, what the Pakistanis tried to do, as first of all, they were unhappy that Asia Cup was held here. They did try very hard that Asia Cup should not be held. They first threatened that they will not participate. So it was only BCCI. We said whether they participate or not, Asia Cup will be held in Bangladesh, otherwise it will not be held. So Pakistanis had no other alternative to come. Then again, Pakistanis are not very happy that Bangladesh supported BCCI in their this campaign for revamping ICC. So now India has told Bangladesh that we will be playing matches, too many matches, good number of matches.
So now, if I was to come back to this, where do you see the future for Bangladesh
No, future
cricket?
is good. It is at the moment. See, one thing, the cricket has taken its roots in Bangladesh. At the moment, fans may be upset that the team is not doing very well, but let me assure you that this team will come back. They are youngsters. They will hit back and they will come back. But because expectations are there, tournament is being held in Bangladesh. They want every country. When we hold our tournament, if we don't win, we also start asking why you hold the international tournament.
Fans, you
so it
can't
is not
explain to them.
Bangladesh. It happens everywhere. Wherever you lose, whenever Sri Lankans lose, if the tournament is Sri Lanka.
So if there's a dip today, there will be a rise.
Definitely. And I think Bangladesh has a bright future.
Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
That's all we have in this episode of Bangladesh Today. See you again next week.